All right, let's move straight to our next conversation. When the structures of society are disturbed by crime, it is the duty of the law to answer with clarity, fairness, and resolve. In Lagos State, the path towards accountability is on course as Samsideen Oladiti, a 55-year-old official of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, prepares to face trial. Known popularly as Shamelon, Oladiti is accused of murder and assault in 2 incidents on Lagos Island. The Lagos State Police Command confirmed that the suspect is being held at the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, in Panti-Yaba, pending further investigation. I mean, gentlemen, I saw this video and it was shameful, really shameful. But the question is, considering the status of this individual, the suspect, the NURTW was in the NURTW, and the NURTW as an association itself, what is the assurance that justice will be served and be seen to be served?
In these days of social media, it's very difficult to sweep something like this under the carpet. It's going to be extremely difficult, especially when it has to do with the fact that it happened on Lagos Island, where people just assume that certain people have immunity against prosecution, but I can tell you it's not. The area boy moniker that has now been bastardized was basically meant to identify people from certain areas, basically for their level of enjoyment and all that. Okay. Myself, I'm basically an Isalagongo boy or an Onola boy, area boy, if you want to use that language. But it doesn't mean that we have to become thugs or go around beating people up. That's not what it meant. The former governor Fashola is also an Isalagongo boy. I can name people who are area boys, who have done well for themselves. So these people give some of us a bad name. That because you are on the island, you are now free to do whatever you want. Because he knew that they were recording what he was doing, and he was so sure in his mind that nothing will happen. And he continued to beat up the fellow. A lot of people all over the world will have done, the first thing is to stay away from, because he realized that they have proof that what he's doing is bad. So to me, there is no way he's going to escape justice. There's nothing anybody can do, because it's not only basically a test of the police as an institution, it's also a test of our people as a people.
I mean, how would this case test the state's ability to hold powerful union figures accountable to the law?
Maybe the problem I have is the adjective you're using. Because when you already give them the word powerful, you know, you might even want to intimidate the state institution, the police, so to say. And that's what one of the things he said. It's about the test of the people. The people have a right, you understand, to even record such barbaric activities. It was quite shameful. You know, and it wasn't even looking like, maybe I need to watch that video again. It wasn't even looking like the people around him wanted to rescue the boy. They seem to have been so used to his excesses, so to say. And so I find that very disturbing, and that should not continue. The truth is, it will tell us more. Pardon me now, I can call you real boy. It will tell us that this is a common phenomenon. And the most reason why this has to stop. So I want to encourage the police to look no side. Take the part of justice. Let people have a sense that this is a country that I belong to. You know, for example, we're discussing the issue of citizenship. These are the things that people want to look at. Yes, there's gangsterism in America, there's gangsterism in New York, in different parts, in ghettos and stuff like that. But then, such people should not walk our streets with so much audacity. People should be able to say, no, you're not bigger than the state. People should be able to say, hey, you've got to stop. And people who indulge in this kind of activity should also be stopped. Because I understand that NURTW is even a very disciplined organization.
Yeah, it's a very disciplined union. They have rules. Mustafa Adekunle Sego. He said that they've distanced themselves from the matter.
And so it shouldn't just be a media stunt.
True.
I believe that I believe that this case is even beyond the CP. You know, the police command as it is, or the police force, will take this matter. They are looking at this issue, and trust me, they don't overlook those things that come from social media.
The other side of this story, let's look at dispatch riders. Most of the time, dispatch riders, sometimes they face confrontations from powerful persons in the society. How do we protect them? I remember a case in Abuja where a particular lawmaker actually assaulted a dispatch rider. There was another case in Port
celebrated case.
Yeah, there was another case in Port
The fair lawmaker.
So the point is, what protection exists for dispatch riders? You know, being confronted by all these powerful persons.
Again, this emphasis on powerful. Why not use the word entitled?
Okay.
That would be because power is basically transcends. And you never really know those who are powerful until it is applied.
Okay.
These people are entitled. It's part of the problem we face as a nation. If you have crossed the border at any given time to the Republic of Benin, realize that the level of protection given to what we call Okada riders are phenomenal. They have serious protection in some countries that surround us. In fact, they have their own lane.
This is a major form of transportation.
And the people they always respect. Even in the New York you mentioned, we have what they call the back riders, back messengers. People who move around the traffic, basically on bikes to deliver something.
So they have their own lane.
So they know what they do, and they are usually protected. Of course, once in a while there will always be friction. You can't really escape. Two people will run into trouble. But my problem here is the fact that the laws must be obeyed, especially traffic laws.
Yes.
Somebody came in last week he has not been in Nigeria for 20 years, and he thought somebody was going to stop for him at zebra crossing. I
think we need to start obeying that.
And then he stood there, according to him, he stood there for almost 10 minutes waiting for them to just slow down. I said, you are not in Indiana. You are now in Nigeria. So you have
that is not an excuse.
I'm just going to answer why things like that should not occur. Because as a country, we are relatively lawless, if I can use that word. So that's why those who think they're entitled to oppress us get away with it. Because they assume nothing will happen. It's only in Nigeria. Like I said, that's why I give the example. In Cotonou, very near here,
you cross.
Those who are doing the bike business are protected. Of course, they have to obey the law. They have to wear the helmets. They have to carry only one person. But they will be protected. We have to start doing that for lower levels. I'm not really taking the sides of those people because you and I know the danger, what they call the what the nuisance they constitute on Lagos roads. Because they are so small and so tiny, they will just do whatever they think they can do to you. So that to me is what we need to do. I want these to be protected, but let's apply the law across the board.
Because
once you start isolating people, they will think they are above the law. And we don't want to create another monster by protecting them now. And then 2-3 years, they become monsters that we can no longer control.
I mean, why should you even assault another person? All because you said I should use the word entitled.
See, I think the way it works is that you and I also have the tendency to be lawless. You and I have the tendency, I'm trying to remember this literature book. Is it Lord of the Flies? Yes, Lord of the Flies. Now, these small children were capable of doing strange things because nobody is monitoring them. So, like they say, where there is no law, there is no sin.
Exactly.
So, until the law is tested, until someone is shown that, hey, you're not bigger than the state. You saw what happened to Kwam. You saw these are things that we must let people know that irrespective of how connected or how, I don't want to use the word, how entitled you are, the law is bigger than you. It's a democracy. The rule of law is the king. And the rule of law is even more powerful than the president.
Now, the thing is, what is the assurance that the justice served will be implemented?
It's for us to see.
Because even if the court says, okay, go, and will it be implemented?
It will be implemented. It will be implemented.
Because it should serve as a data.
Especially the job is even more with us, the media. We are like the watchdog of the society. We are the gatekeepers, and we are not overlooking this. And you know what? Our job has been extended to the social media. The social media have a way of, hey, journalists, if you cannot be here, we'll help you post it, and you will do a follow-up. Exactly. I remember the story of Stella Odua. You know, when we heard the story, some of us were looking for facts. But when an online news broke it, every major media pursued the story, and you know the end of that story. This is to let you know that a lot of things have changed. So for those people who believe they are larger than life,
citizen journalism.
So it's for them to realize that, hey, a lot of domestic violence now have been trapped.
Exactly.
Because somebody somewhere recording some of those things you think.
All right,
you can always get away
I just hope that justice will be served. Dispatch riders will be protected. It's very, very important, and the law will, you know,
take its course.
Let's move straight to our next conversation.